What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we are going to talk about this SULONG Carrots figure from the WT100 Memorial Eiichiro Oda Draws Great Pirates 100 Views Ichiban Kuji series. I have previously done a showcase video on the Ichiban Kuji series, so if you want to find out more, you can go check it out. But today we are just focusing on this figure itself. And before we get started, let's take a quick look at the box first. Right up front, we have our Kuji logo, we have our One Piece logo, series logo. This is Price G, SULONG Carrots, an image of carrots right at the front. Over here, we have the Bandai Spirits logo. Side view, we have an overview of the drawing done by Oda and all the figures in this series. Other side, we have a close-up of carrots. At the back, we have a bit of the panel that combines into the drawing. Over here, we have our white twist sticker to prove its authenticity, but bear in mind this one is actually printed onto the box instead of an external sticker like usual. Carrot comes in just a few pieces. We have the base with a protruding supporting stand, we have two acrylic panels, a connection joint for the panels, and the figure itself coming in one piece. This is how Carrot looks like, and honestly, she is just such an incredible figure. And I'm talking about everything from the facial sculpts, the details on other sculpts like the hair, the body, and of course the coloring and shading they've given to the whole figure. And what I like the most about this figure really is just the pose. The pose just really accentuates her power in this SULONG form, and it is kind of characteristic of what her behavior is when in this form and what she will do. And in this case, of course, she's kind of really jumping forward, leaping forward with force and agility, with that elegance and grandeur, and of course the hair movement moving towards the back, that also helps to really seal in this movement. Really, this is a figure that a SULONG Carrot deserves. Of course, I wished she was bigger, maybe POP scale at the very least, and without this ugly and confining base and display. But for someone like me, I'm almost willing to overlook all the other things just because of how good the figure is. Let us take a closer look at the figure, starting from the head sculpt. When it comes to the facial likeness, I can't really pinpoint anything that could be improved on. Based on my memory of how she looks like in this form, this is pretty much accurate as it can be. The painting on the face is well done. The eyes with that kind of animalistic, wild look, those are done well. The little nose, the mouth with how it is sculpted, as well as a little bit of blush just right towards the side of her eyes over here. And everything just captures Carrot's elegance in this form, the kind of confidence as well. The details on her ears are good. We have this pink paint on the inner side of the ear. Towards some of the edges, they added some lines to just maybe show that it is fur, have that kind of effect. And if you look at her hair, which is a big part of this sculpt, a significant area of this figure, it is done in an amazing way. You can see the individual lines and grooves they have added to the individual hair strands and the movement of them opposite to the direction that Carrot is moving. There's also some color variance on this area, some sort of shadowing to maybe give the hair more depth to the layering. For example, over here, this is definitely whiter in color, but from this section onwards, on some of the grooves, they added this light blue paint, and really it makes the figure more interesting. I'm sure it's unintended, but it kind of gives Carrot a legendary Pokemon kind of aura. You can also see the details on the underside, but it is not too easy to get on the camera. I will just do the tail here as well, since they are very similar. It extends from her butt all the way to almost the bottom of her right foot. And really, you can tell that the sculpt is similar to the one on hair, but maybe the colors not so much the same. Only towards the end here there's some shading, but over here they added more curves and swirls towards the end to maybe show that the tail is more wavy, it is more curly. Same for over here, and this side is where the supporting stand goes in. Moving on to her body, around her neck we have this ring of fur, and all the coloring and shading you can see on the video, those are actually painted onto the figure, so they intentionally did that. They definitely put much more effort on this SULONG Carrot figure. For her white top, we have some folds over here, and even on the ribbon there's some significant shading. It is darker towards the top and darker towards the bottom and lighter around the mid section. And here we have her chest, also some shadowing around the mid section where the creases are. It is much whiter towards the side. If you want the side view, this is how they look like. Ample size for carrots, and we also have some creases towards the bottom of her curves, her armpit, also some creases towards the back of her shirt. Her skirt, which looks to me to be in a very dark brown color, with the folds over here, you can see that for yourself. And here we have her left leg in a bent position, some skin creases here. For her shoes, we have a general glossy black paint. For those of you interested, you can see her underwear, it is just white in color. This is the other leg that extends all the way to this foot. If you look closely, they added some texturing on her legs, like over here on her right thigh, over here on her left thigh in a similar spot. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. At first I thought it was better damage, but it could be just their way to express the fur on Carrot. Details on her hands, if you're interested in that. Significant shading there as well. And the other hand over here, kind of in a clawing position. View of her butt, again for those of you interested, you can also see the underwear here. The base, similar to what we have seen from the series, the sets, the planks are just very lightly detailed and hollow, kind of a cheaper PVC, you can see that. Quick look on the acrylic background. This is the right side of the drawing. We have Blackbeard here, we have Buggy, we have Garp on a separate piece compared to the rest, as you can see here, the connection. And at the top we have Kobe and Shanks. The height of this figure from the bottom of the base to the top of her ear, that is around 60.5 cm, around 6.5 inches. The length of Carrot's body from head to toe, that should be around 17 cm, around 6.75 inches. Here I have taken out my Masterlise Best Edition Luffy, which is along similar scale as your King of Artists, Master Stars piece, Flag Diamond Shape, Glitter and Brave, Glitter and Glamours. And over here I have my POP, Playback, Memories, Nami, so you guys can do some sort of comparison. And obviously Carrot's here is quite small and not the right comparison or scale compared to this two. Here I have Figuarts Zero, Marineford Luffy, and Creator X, Creator Zoro for some comparison. And if you ask me, looking at them side by side, I kind of think that Carrot is a bit too small. It is definitely smaller in terms of body proportions to the Creator X Creator series. And even when compared to the Figuarts Zero Luffy, I think that Carrot in this form it's supposed to be a bit bigger. Doesn't have to be around the same size, but a bit bigger. So putting them side by side is gonna look a bit funny. At least that's what I think. Alright guys, that should be all I have to share for this figure. By the way, I believe this is the only big size Sulong Carrot figure that we've gotten officially from Banpresto or Bandai Spirits. Even POP, we don't have it. So in a way, this is quite a unique figure to get your hands on, whether or not you like Carrot. But of course, like I mentioned, if you look at the figure itself, she is honestly top quality. She is amazing. Very well-rounded figure of a character in a unique form. If you're okay with the ugly base, then I would say just go for it, get your hands on this Carrot. Alright, so as usual, let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments section below. If you like my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share them with your friends. If you're new here, you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notifications button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.